Just to be clear, you're worried about the middlemen. Are you doing this move to protect yourself or to protect your customers?
Partly to protect ourselves, but mostly to protect, of course, to protect our customers, but most of all to protect the marketplace.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, drinking some Melvin, Financial, and Citadel. Cheers. Cheers is so delicious, guys. I'm sure you know. All you artards out there are probably drinking some of these too. So anyways, GameStop, we all know what's going on. GameStop was being shorted over 140% by Melvin Financial. They got smacked, basically, by a bunch of 4chaners, ultimately, who managed to move out of their parents' basement, for the most part, I bet, and managed to move in with their wives and their wives' boyfriends. They used their wives' boyfriends' credit cards to buy as many of these shorted stocks as they could. And because of this, Melvin Financial lost billions. Oh. There's two great big titans have already been taken down. They're out of it. Melvin Financial got bailed out by Citadel, doubled down, and we're going after it. They are going after it. Wallstreet bets have put more money down. It's been a hell of a fight, but what I want to point out is the crazy stuff that happened yesterday. I posted a video. I just can't believe what's going on here. The internet can't believe what's going on here. The world can't believe what's going on here. No longer is this a North American thing. The Europeans are getting in on this today. People from other countries, Asia, are getting in on this today, making pledges that they will buy this stock, that they will buy GameStop stock and help out the situation. Not because they want to get rich. Now, this is the thing. Not because they want to get rich. Not because they're expecting to get any money. Not even because they want diamond hand or chicken tendies, but because they were burnt in 2008. And I did not realize how badly some people were burnt until I started reading about people in this situation on the subreddits, just saying, this is what I lived through, and we're taking you down. So this is a vengeance thing. We got a whole bunch of new people entering the market, we got a whole bunch of people entering the market that are going up against these hedge funds that are full of old rich white people, for the most part, who, man, they must be so old. I'm wondering if their brain cells are dying a little bit and they think that they're higher than they are, because if they're doing stupid things like 100% shorting a stock, over 100% shorting a stock, while at the same time knowing this information was publicly available, whoa, but it gets worse than that. They think they can frickin' control things. Now this is encompassing what's happening now. The left and the right, liberals and conservatives, dogs and cats living together in harmony, chaos, unbelievable chaos. But seriously, the right and the left have agreed to something. Everybody agrees that what has happened is unconscionable and it shouldn't happen within a free freaking market. Within a free market. But now everybody's finding out that the USA is absolutely full of oligarchies. But before I get into that, let's see what happened. So yesterday, all of a sudden, the fleebs, the artards on the internet couldn't buy this stock anymore, but they could sell it. Whoa, what's going on here? What's going on here? Because Melvin and Citadel, they could continue to buy. They could continue to buy, but the people on Reddit, the people, couldn't, because Robinhood, which said it wants to democratize the stock industry, or the stock thing, let the people buy. That was their way of getting things through, and all of a sudden they just stopped. Now, a lot of people are speculating on exactly what's happening. Actually, before I get into the speculation and that part of the story, the financial industry, the stock exchange decided to halt trading about 15 times on this stuff. That doesn't sound very free market, folks. Anyways, the chairman, or a chairman of this stock exchange, said they put these halts on to help themselves, to help their customer. Whoa, wait. What customer? Are you talking about Citadel and Melvin Financial? Is that what you were worried about? Well, what about your other customers? It shouldn't matter exactly who is buying this stuff. People from the internet should be able to buy it. People anywhere should be able to buy it. And you shouldn't be able to pick and choose who continues to be able to buy and sell and how this stuff goes. They wanted to help the people with the big money, because they're probably friends that all go and ski in wherever, and some are in the Hamptons, and they're all big buddies. a freaking oligarchy. So you get a pyramid of the class, and you get your royalty, bourgeoisie, and then at the bottom, you get the proletarian, and most of us are proletarian. And it really seems like we got three classes of individual. We got the rich and the powerful at the very top, especially in America. The people who run the country, I'm talking about the Clintons, I'm talking about the Bushes. They don't just live like you and me. They don't have houses. They have complexes. They have huge complexes. I'm sure you've heard about in Iraq, Iraq. There's places that are just complexes that have like multiple houses and a big wall up all around them. I didn't even know people actually lived like that. But I think it was JFK lived through the Depression, and he didn't even know it was happening because he lived within one of these things. And that's just freaking unconscionable. How did he not know about this stuff? So these are royalty, people at the very top that have their own set of rules. Who was it? I think it was a Kennedy. There was one, no, Barb Bush actually managed to, she went through a stop sign. I think it was Barb Bush. Went through a stop sign and hit someone who she used to date and killed him. And she got off with it with like absolutely nothing. If that happened to a black person, what would have happened, right? Now, one of the Kennedys, apparently the reason why JFK got in the position he did is his older brother was supposed to take it, but he got into a car crash that killed someone, and his car went over a river. He didn't even report it. He got out, he walked away, he didn't even report it. Guess what he ended up with? Not a whole hell of a lot. There, you got your royalty. Let's talk about your bourgeoisie. Melvin Financial, Citadel. These are the people that people are more interested in, because if anything happens to them, then the rich in the marketplace might come apart. And the marketplace is working to make sure that these folks don't lose their stuff, because it could hurt the rich. And then you get the proletarian, the retards on Reddit living in the basement of their wife's boyfriends. That's how it goes. So this is no longer about a bunch of artards on the internet. What this has become is the American dream still possible for the average individual? Is America a free place? Is the market actually free? And man, from what I see so far, from what I've been seeing for the last 20 years, I really don't think it is. I can't see a free market existing within I can't see the free market existing within a corporation that sells stocks. So the New York Stock Exchange is owned by a group. It's owned. It's not just something that's out there. How can you have a free market within a business? Basically, it blows my mind. But it's igniting old hatred. It's igniting old hatred and making people wonder. I think this is going to be a breaking point. Making people wonder: is America actually free? Is everybody actually get a free break, or is it actually a three-tiered system? Oh, the other bourgeoisie, and this exists in Canada too. Police officers get their own sets of laws. If a police officer screws up, he doesn't lose his retirement. He doesn't lose anything. He'll probably be put off on paid leave for a while, so he gets to stay at home and do nothing. And then he'll come back and they'll let him in for about a day, and then he'll get to go and retire before anything happens. He'll get everything. And now, in Canada too, police officers don't get speeding tickets. I know multiple police officers across North America. Police officers do not get speeding tickets. That means you have a different set of laws. That means you're a different class of individuals. And finally, any fine, if the punishment for a crime of any sort is a fine, then it only actually affects the lower class. If we're going to be giving out fines, we got to get them scaled up. Let's face it, everybody knows if anybody goes to jail due to the market manipulation that was happening today. If anyone goes to jail for it, no one's going to jail. This is white collar stuff. So the worst anybody's going to get is they're going to make millions, and they're going to have to give a fraction of it away as a fine. They'll get a slap on the wrist, and they won't have any problems. But anyways, what I want to point out is technology has got us to this point where we can actually gauge if everyone is equal, or if there's a three-class system within the United States, possibly in Canada. But what's awesome is a lot of people have seen what's going on. And today, is the end game. It seems like the end game. Also, it is possible that they were 30 seconds away from completely crashing the entire situation until the stock exchange pulled the plug, until somebody got to Robinhood and told Robinhood to not allow any more sales of certain stocks, particularly Game Trader. So the whole world's frickin' watching. The American political system is watching. I almost think the people who are conservative on the far right with Donald Trump in them are trying to save face from what's been happening recently. It is possible, but I think we should go with this. We can all stand united. We can all stand united against the evils of Wall Street. Lots changed because of 2008. Mining Bitcoin over here. 2008 made Bitcoin happen. Too many people got burned. There's a lot of people who have a lot of vengeance for Wall Street. And they're coming. They're coming. And I think it's going to be interesting to sit back and watch. Yours are frickin' delicious. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. Do all the YouTube stuff. I'd appreciate it. And hold, guys. Gotta hold the freaking line. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. And if you don't think that, if you disagree with me, I have a feeling that you're probably pretty rich and you probably made a good share of your money on illegal activities. Once again, I am not a financial individual. I don't know anything about money. But I do know most of the people that have money. That have a lot of money. Didn't necessarily make it the nicest way. But what do I know? All that I really know is that the internet's shaking up things and I frickin' love it. Take care of each other, folks.